Welcome back guys, it's FPS Killer here, and today I'm going to be testing out how Battlefield 3 runs on the GTX 550 Ti. So basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be going through different settings of the game and different resolutions. I'm going to be telling you how the frame rate is like and how it's running like. So I'm going to be showing you the frame rate in the middle of the video, but also I'll light it up on the screen just in case if you cannot hear me. So we're going to start at 720p on low settings. We're going to go all the way up to ultra. So we're just going to play a little bit around. So just a little test. So according to my recording program, it's saying that I'm recording at 55 to 60. 60 lock on, 55. It about goes 55 to 60, I would say that. Just drive around. Now, take this in mind, this is 48 players, so we've got a lot of stress on the CPU here. Now, if you see any freeze or anything, that's just my recording program bugging out. It does that sometimes. Yeah, right now, drop to 48 there, drop to 45, a little leg spike there. And we're back at 55. So it does dunk to 48 and 45 only like for a split second. But it's perfectly playable. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to play at this resolution. Now we're playing at 45. Now this is where everybody is at, so we have all 48 players here. So that's not my GPU, that's my CPU right now. But damn, this is smooth. Alright, let's go on to the next test, medium settings. Okay guys, so now we are at medium settings and let's just spawn in. Now, the frame rate has dropped, not by a lot, but has dropped. Instead of 55 to 60 FPS, now we are getting 45 to 50. Well, it's not such a huge FPS drop, but it is a little FPS drop on the, and it impacts the gameplay a little bit. But what we're going to be doing now is we're going to drive through the same area and see if the FPS gets impacted again. Frame rate has rised to 55, running at 50, 55. So it's about averaging 45 to 50, and sometimes it hits 55 maximum. On low settings we was hitting about 60. There you go, we got FPS drop now. We just dropped to 40 FPS, so that's when the intense mode comes in, when we drive into a whole battle. That's when the FPS drops. But right now I'm getting about 40 to 45 FPS. Very smooth actually, playable totally. Let's try taking an enemy down. There you go, got somebody down. Oh. If you see this video quality being a little bit low, that's because it's going to be switching to 720p to 1080p because we're going to be playing at different resolutions. But now let's get to the third test, high settings. Okay guys, so now we are on high settings, 720p, and let's just play around. So there is an impact now, I can see the impact. Instead of getting 50 to 55, we are getting about 40 to 45. It's hitting 50 now. It's dropped to 45 again. So we're getting probably 5 FPS less than medium settings. Not too shabby. 53. Just went up when I looked over there. Let's just drive to the same area like always. Oh, what the? My own teammate just shot me and made my windows go down. Do a little bit jumping to get the smoke effect. Just dropped to 35. Back at 40. We're playing at 50. Back at 40. So it's about averaging about 40 to 45. So it has dropped by like 5 to 10 frames. But it's playing totally fine, totally playable. Shoot the road. Drops to 40 when I shoot the road. Playing totally fine. So I'm just shooting my arse. Oh damn. but there is no total lack of FPS. Like, I mean, this is high settings and run at 720p. Now this card goes for £50, which is basically nothing for a graphics card. It's a mid-end graphics card and it can run Battlefield 3 at high settings at 720p, so this card is quite decent. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to be going into a fourth test, which is ultra settings. Okay guys, so now we are ultra settings at 720p and let's spawn in. Lagged out right now. So the frame rate has a quite big impact, I would say that. It is now at 35 to 40, which is about 5 FPS less. So every time you change the settings, we're probably going to go 5 FPS less, I'll say. Right now getting 40, 45. Oh my god, it's going to 50. This is ultra settings, Jesus. Not too bad actually. Let's just drive about. Let's just drive around a bit. Let's see how frame rate is like. I had a little lag spike there because of my recording program. Now, any other lag spikes that I'm experiencing, that's because of my hard drive. It's currently dying, so as soon as I get my new hard drive, this won't happen. But the frame rate is 35 to 40. Very playable actually. Smooth, fine. Hit 45 there. Flopping around on my Jeep. 40, 35, so it's about 35 to 40, I'll say. It stays about there. The minimum I got was like 28, that's for a split second. Well, let's go to the next test, which is 1080p low settings. Okay guys, so I am back and now we are playing on low settings at 1920 by 1080. So this is the first test out of a 1080p. And right now in the menu I'm getting about 50 FPS. Let's spawn in and see what frame rate we get. Okay, so the FPS is 50, 52. Dropped to about 48. So we're getting about 50 to 52. Right, 48 to 50, let's say about the average. It's playing very smooth, no problem. Very playable. Let's just drive to the same area like always. Shoot a bit around. Let's go on the dirt, make some dirt particles fly around. Now what I realised between like low and medium settings is that the amount of particles behind your wheels when you're actually driving is actually a smaller amount and you can't see a big dust cloud. FPS is 45, 40. Dropped for a split second to 40 there. Playing at 50. Very smooth, no problem. Wish I killing somebody for fun. Oh my gosh! Ah, gotcha, sucker! Aha! Your RPG skills don't work on me. Oh damn, let's hide. Now as you can see on low settings, all the shadows are really jaggy and everything. Look very bad. Not really good looking on low settings. Let's try taking this guy out. I got my special weapon. Oh come on, take him out! Oh yes! Killed him! Hooray! Let's take this one out. Come on, let me... Oh, hooray! That's a double kill! Take that sucker out. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Okay guys, so we're going to move on to the second test of 1080p, which is medium. Okay guys, so now we are running at medium settings and 1920 by 1080, so let's take a look how the frame rate is like. Okay, so there is a quite big impact actually. 40 to 45 FPS. Not too shabby. Let's just drive to the same area and see will it impact a lot. So frame rate is 35 to 40, so works fine, is playable. Could be a little bit higher, but works perfectly fine, no problems. Oh, come on, take him out, take him out. Haha, that's what you get for attacking me. I'm actually having a good look here. Okay, so frame rate 35 to 40. As soon as I started shooting that guy down, we dropped to 30 FPS because that was a big impact to a big explosion came in. But frame rate is absolutely fine. I just got murdered brutally. So we're just gonna move on to the next test, which is high settings. Okay guys, so now we are running on high settings in 1080p, and let's spawn in and see what it's like. So let's deploy. Okay, so there is a big impact on the frame rate. We are playing at 30, 35. It's about 30 to 35, let's say that. Running actually really smooth. Now take this in mind, this graphics card is only £50. I'll actually steal a C4 car. Take me away. Let's sit here. There you go, we can see his little hands there. So we're playing at 30, 35. It's about an extra 30 to 35, so not actually quite bad. For a £50 card and running Battlefield 3 1080p high settings, it's not actually quite shabby. Not too shabby. Dropped to 30 there. 29, 22, just had a lag spike on my hard drive. Now take this in mind, when I'm not recording I do not get these lag spikes because that's when my hard drive is not being used. And the game has to keep loading the terrain and everything. 39, just jumped up to 40 for a second there. 33, 35. It's about 30 to 35 I would say. Very playable though. I'm really worried about the ultra test. So I'm going to be moving on to ultra test, so see you later guys. Okay guys, so now we are ultra settings. Now the frame rate, first of all, I'm staring at it, it's a 25, 23. So I'm really worried about this, so let's deploy. Ah, lag. Looks wonderful but laggy. Getting 20 to 25. I'm getting lots of lag spikes. $25, $26. It's about 20 to 25, I'll say that. Just jump in a Jeep quickly. If you're completely fine at playing like 25 to 30 FPS, well, this is perfect. 20 to 25, which is not too good actually. 20 FPS is quite laggy, I would say. And about hitting 30 right now for a split second. Just hit 15, a little lag spike. Let's get out. 21, 20. We're getting about 22 FPS in this particular area. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be moving on to the final two tests, which are 2560 by 1440. And we're going to be doing low and medium settings, because if I go high or ultra, it's going to be a complete lag. It's just going to be a complete laggy video. So we're just going to be doing low and medium for 2560 and 1440. Okay guys, so now we are at 2560 by 1440 at low settings. So we're going to be doing low and medium because this is absolutely going to be laggy if I put it on high or ultra. So we're just going to be doing low and medium for fun. So let's play. Deploy. So the FPS is 30 to 35. 30, 33. It's about 33, 35. It's about jumping about 31 to 35, I would say. That's the average. Sucker stole my Jeep, so I'm gonna have to go in the tank. Again, about 33 FPS. 37. It's actually not quite bad, come on. Let's just make this true. This is a mid-range card and it can play at 35 to 40 FPS on low settings at 2560 by 1440. Not bad actually. Shoot around. Now this is actually completely playable. There's no lag spikes. It's running totally fine. Again, that heli. Almost got it. I'll be so happy in this video if I got a heli with my tank. So about a dip to 29 then. Well, playing at 30. Playing at 30, 35. We're going into the battle place where everybody's fighting, so here's more intensive. Playing at 31 FPS, so it's about 30 to 35 I would say. The maximum we hit was about 40. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be moving on into the medium test, so I'll see you later guys. Okay guys, so now we are at medium settings and running at 2560 by 1440, so let's try that. Deploy. Okay, so we're getting 29 to 30, so we'll get about pure 30 FPS here. Fuck. Enemies are glitches today. So, first of all, the textures look wonderful at this resolution. It looks absolutely beautiful, everything. The frame rate is at 28 to 30. Not bad actually. Now the first thing I realised between 1080p and 2560 by 1440 was that the memory usage rised up to 800 megabytes. It has risen quite a lot. Now that's obviously because we're running at a higher resolution, but it has risen by about 100 megabytes. About like drop to 25 for a second, 26. Let's jump out here. 27, 30. Come on guys, this is a GPU for like £50 and it's running on medium settings at 2560 by 1440. I just got that arsehole, hooray. So we're running about 27 to 30 FPS, so I would say the average would be 25 to 30, so that's most of the times what it plays like. So basically that's it guys for the video, so thanks for watching, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time, peace out.